Ah, you really gotta love Derby games, don't you? How's it going, footballers? Back again with another video, and today it's a derby game between North London and Rome Derby. Arsenal versus Tottenham and Lazio versus Roma. Can Arteta's Arsenal beat Nuno's Espirito Spurs? And can Sorry Ball beat Park the Bus? So with that being said, let's do this! Let's start first with the North London Derby, and tensions were really high for both North London teams, and failure is not an option tonight as Arsenal have a third losing streak, but they have brought themselves back in two wins against Norwich and Burnley. There were just 1-0 goals. The performances were fair, were decent. But in that North London Derby game, they've amped up the performance to 10, which is fair because Tottenham recently, they've been lacking form, they've been lacking a bit of wins, and there were draws overall from both Spurs and Arsenal. And Arsenal, they did bounce back in that game. They did it very well in a victory at home. And on the 12th minute, Emil Smith-Rowe just scored a 12th-minute goal thanks to the assist of Bukayo Saka, where Saka gives an assist from a very low cross to Smith-Rowe, where Smith-Rowe strokes it very calmly in an unguarded net where probably Hugo Lloris must be out for a drink again. So 1-0 for Arsenal, and then on the 27th minute, Arsenal fight back once again from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with the 27-minute goal. From the goal scorer himself, Emil Smith-Rowe from the assist, where Aubameyang scores a sharpshooter goal at the top net of Spurs. And I love the celebration that Aubameyang did. He also did the sliding goal of Thierry Henry, which Henry was in attendance, and he was wearing a very lucky shirt, a very old Arsenal jersey. And it gives a lot of confidence. It gives a boost of morale for Arsenal. And then on the 34th minute of the game, Bukayo Saka scored himself a goal where he threads a very low right-footed shot past Hugo Lloris, and that signifies the start of the winning ways of Arsenal at last. And then on the second half, a consolation goal from Spurs from Heung-min Son from the assist of Reguilon, where Son nestles in the top corner of the net, giving Tottenham a 1-goal advantage, but it didn't capitalize for the Lily Whites as Arsenal got their victory at the Emirates, and the North London Derby is still red. I have to say it was a very great performance from Arsenal. The tactics from Arteta, they did it well justice, if they do say so myself. And Smith-Rowe was bang on in both in terms of goal and assist, and his performance were so great, and I would going to count on that one because Smith-Rowe had to be my man of the match of that game. Aubameyang did perform very wonderfully, where he did score a fiery goal, and Saka, the prospect for Arsenal, is getting brighter for him. For Tottenham's future, on the other hand, there's gotta be a lot of things coming for them. And Arsenal, they're on tread on water for sure, but their performance in the North London Derby game did suffice. In the next game for the Premier League is gonna be difficult for the Gunners to deliver. But will we see another Arsenal win? Hopefully. Am I impressed of Arteta's performance in that game? Yes, no. There were some cracks starting to show from Arteta, and I know there's some weary doubts from Arteta, but he did deliver in that game, in that derby. That win would be this could start a winning ways for Arsenal, or this could continue their huge strings of losses in the next campaign for the Premier League, and things could come along both nicely and very bad for the Gunners in terms of their game this season. So it's a very tense derby, Arsenal got the victory, and I'm happy with it. So is the people of fans of Arsenal, who are truly in delight. They've been struggling for almost three games so far, and 3 wins in that game did put up a fight for Arsenal, and so does Spurs, obviously. It was a great derby win overall. From one derby to another, let's go to Italy in Serie A. Oh, Derbi della Capitale, one of the biggest derbies in Serie A, along with the Italian derby of Juve and Inter, and also the Milan derby of AC and Inter. But it is a battle of who gets the win and who gets the bragging rights for the victory for the derby. Lazio and Roma didn't disappoint. Both Sarri and Mourinho have deployed one of the best starters that I have ever seen in my years of loving Serie A, and it was Lazio who got the chance. It was Sarri ball once again, and honestly though, Maurizio Sarri, whenever it comes to in Italy, in Italian club, he did it well when it comes to blue collars. Chelsea, well, it didn't work out for him. Juventus, it was a poor season for him, but he did it well when he was back in Napoli, and he did it now in Lazio, in a victory against Mourinho's Roma, where Mourinho's Roma were ramping up on goals this season. And it turned out to be a first loss from Mourinho in Roma since Luis Enrique, when he was managing Roma in 2011. And Sarri's style of play in Lazio did work wonders in that game in the 10th minute, where Milinkovic-Savic scored himself a goal thanks to the assist of Felipe Anderson, where Anderson passes to Savic and high shot. It was a very high shot from Anderson, where we're connected to Savic's head, but it was a diving header, collided with Rui Patricio, and the ball goes in, and Savic, it got collided between the player of Lazio and the goalkeeper of Roma, and it did deliver, and it drew first blood for Lazio. Then, on the 19th minute, the backstabber from Roma joined allegiance to Lazio, which is Pedro. Pedro used to play for Roma, and now he is siding with the blue of Rome. Scored the 19th minute thanks to the assist of Ciro the Hero Immobile on the 19th minute, where Immobile passes to Pedro, and then Pedro shots in a very low range and a long distance shot where Patricio couldn't even reach the ball, and goes into the bottom corner into the back of the net, giving Lazio 2-0. And then on the end of the almost at the end of the first half, there was a corner kick for Roma, and Bertut comes in with the assist from the corner, and Rodrigo Ibanez scores a 41-minute goal, where a glancing header through the bottom corner of the net, giving Roma the added boost, a added confidence for Roma, and Mourinho gives the people of Roma to calm down. They were going to score more, but it wasn't for Roma. It was Lazio once again, and thanks to the 62nd minute, Mr. Anderson got the goal. Thanks to the assist of Ciro Hero Immobile once again, where Immobile was about to score some goal, but there are so many players of Roma guarding him, but instead he passes to Anderson, and Anderson scores with a right foot finish at the bottom left corner, where Patricio couldn't even get it, and it was into the back of the net for Lazio for sure. 3-1. And then on the 69th minute, Lazio committed a foul and given the penalty to Roma, where Bertut come in, and Bertut was on fire recently from both assists, and then scored the winning penalty, which turned out to was going to be a consolation goal for Roma, and it was 3-2. And the derby was intense overall. The game, never in doubt, you're never gonna be disappointed in the derby game like this, and Lazio turned out better in that game. Same goes to Roma. It was a positive result from both games. I am impressed from both camps, but I have to go with Lazio. They deserve this derby win, and I'm impressed from Sarri. I'm also impressed from Mourinho's tactics and the line of players that he deployed in that game. But Lazio were, for me, honestly, they were good in terms of attacking and in both defense overall. So it's a very, very entertaining derby game for both Premier League and Serie A. I am impressed with the both Arsenal and Lazio behind me, and Arteta, he's gonna hold on to his job a little longer in that game, and so is Sarri. I think Sarri had so many wins in that campaign for Lazio, and it's going to continue if they're going to keep up along with Inter, Juventus. Well, Juventus are back again in their winning ways at home. They beat Sampdoria 3-2. And I would like to give my thoughts and prayers for Dybala. He suffered an injury in that game, so I hope for a speedy recovery for Paulo La Joya. And get well, Paulo. Juve need you for sure. And the game, the derby, I'm impressed. It was a positive and entertaining game, and hats off to Lazio and Roma in that performance, and it was wonderful. And derby games, you never disappoint. I'm really happy for any of those teams. So there you go. So there you have it. That is my match review for the derby games of Arsenal and Lazio's victory. Which side do you think impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments, and also give a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to get notified for all the videos that come up every single week. And I'm gonna talk to you soon for all the videos I'll be uploading very soon. Bye!